learning different languages. He speaks 4 languages, so just wanted to make sure, not just because it was national TV, but because that's my brother, man. I call him my hermano or brate or, just a nickname, just to remind him that that's, it's a genuine love there, man. I consider him part of my family.
He's magic. I mean, y'all guys see it each and every night. He can do pretty much anything with the basketball, so I'm just glad he's on our team making those big shots every night.
Moguće kad se ga pitalo možda ti on igrati jednog dana u istom timu, šta misliš?
To ne znam, moguće. Ja nemam baš neku želju da napuštam da sviđa mi se tamo dobra organizacija. Jedino ako Luka hoće, ako se Luka naljuti na njih.
The guy never ceases to amaze me. He looks like he never rushes, plays at his own pace. But after this 45, he made it look like, well, anyone who's ever played in this league know how ridiculously good that is. There's only so many players in the history of this game who are capable of such things, so it's an honor to be on his side.
Always fun competing against Luka when you get the opportunity to play with the greats, or play against the greats. You always want to see how you stack up, what you can do to stop them. So it's always fun.
When you're as talented Allen Iverson on Luka as Luka Doncic is on the basketball court, earning respect from your peers comes naturally. It's widely recognized how skilled Luka is. But what sets him apart isn't just his abilities in the NBA. Every player has top-tier skills, but not everyone can make the game look as effortless as Luka does, coupled with his competitiveness, once-court confidence, and remarkable personality. Luka stands out as one of the most respected NBA players. Let's hear what some of his fellow players have to say about him. Allen Iverson is widely regarded as one of the most transcendent talents in NBA history, known for his ball-dominant style. AI mastered creating his own shot, whether with his killer crossover or by finishing at the rim. Much like Luka Doncic, Iverson was a clutch playoff performer who could elevate his team. When it mattered most in his 2001 MVP season, he carried a flawed Philadelphia team to the NBA Finals, cementing his legacy as a generational talent. Today, Iverson remains in awe of Luka, even naming him as the one player he'd most like to play with. He believes Luka's size and skill set would make them an unguardable.
One of the days where I would want it to be Luka because he's a big point guard.
Yeah.
I can still play the two.
Yeah.
He can guard the two. I guard the one. You know what I mean? And I think it'll just be deadly.
When it comes to Luka, Doncic Arenas has offered one of his most contentious opinions. Yet he argues that Luka shouldn't be compared to Michael Jordan or even James Harden. According to Arenas, Luka's lack of defensive prowess disqualifies him from being mentioned alongside Jordan, who was dominant on both ends of the floor. Arenas also questions Luka's offensive game, claiming it doesn't measure up to Harden's ball-dominant scoring style. Ultimately, Arenas believes Luka still has a long way to go before entering the conversation for all-time greatness, showing just how divided opinions on Luka Doncic can be among former NBA stars.
And then you have Luka over here who's compared to Michael Jordan, and he's James Harden. He's literally James Harden, right? A dude who scored a lot of points, don't play no defense, right? But we see what they did to James Harden, who didn't play defense. They let the world know he didn't play no defense. They let the world know he was a one-sided player. This is all he do. He's just a stat. Luka is considered the next Michael Jordan. The Michael Jordan who played defense and offense. And we have one-sided where we're like, all right, one-sided. Well, we know what that looks like. That's James Harden. Can he say he's better than James Harden at scoring? Can't even do that. They can't even you can't even argue that he's a better scorer than James Harden in that same category. But he's considered the next Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan's Michael Jordan on Luka reputation as the greatest player of all time speaks for itself. Early in Luka Doncic's career, MJ saw something special and signed him to Jordan Brand, later releasing Luka's signature sneakers at the time of the sponsorship announcement. Jordan praised Luka's incredible skill level for such a young player. He highlighted what sets Luka apart, despite being slower and less athletic than many players in the league. Luka's advanced skill set and elite basketball IQ allow him to dominate both individual defenders and complex defensive schemes as Luka's career has unfolded. MJ's words have proven to be spot on. Luka's skill and ability to read the game have only improved, making him one of the league's top players and one of the hardest to guard. It's clear Michael Jordan and Jordan Brand made a brilliant investment in a superstar whose influence continues to grow. Here's what MJ had to say about Luka. Luka is a phenomenal player, and at such a young age, he's demonstrating skill. It takes many guys years to develop. It will be incredible to watch him continue to advance in the league. Luka and Nicholas share a strong Balan connection which has blossomed into a deep friendship off the court. They're always joking around, but when it's game time, they compete fiercely. Their relationship is truly special, characterized by two extremely passionate basketball players who express their love for the game in different ways. Nikola and Luka are poised to be the faces of the league for years to come. After the Denver Nuggets defeated Lucas's Mavericks, Nikola was asked what he enjoys most about Luka's game. Here's what Nikola replied.
We beat him and I can make fun of him.
He followed it up with a bit more serious comment.
I mean, he's my good friend and it's always nice to play against him.
That's probably the most you are going to get out of the Joker, as he probably dislikes being around the media even more than he enjoys playing basketball when we talk about players. Similar to Luka, James Harden might not be the first name that comes to mind, but they actually share quite a lot in common. Both of them don't rely much on their physical abilities. They both have a killer step-back move, and they can score from anywhere on the court because they're both so skilled. Earning respect from others is natural. Harden has admired Luka since he was just 19.
Unbelievable. I'm sure he's 19, starting as a West All-Star for his first time, and many more to come for him. So hopefully he gets better, his ankle gets better, and we'll be seeing a lot of him for a long time.
Jimmy Butler on Luka. Jimmy Butler is one of the few players in the league who still brings that old-school energy to the court. Luka shares that same ferociousness in his game. The mutual respect between them is evident, as they have publicly acknowledged it. When Jimmy is in a good mood, he often delivers some of the most interesting quotes in the NBA.
Don't skip over my Slovenian guy for y'all Slovenian guy. I like ours better.
On a more serious note, Jimmy continued following the first comment by saying,
he's tough and super fun to watch. He does everything so well. He gets everybody involved. He can shoot it, get to the rim, sneaky athletic too. If I had to watch somebody play and me pay to watch, he goes in that category.
Dame Lillard is Damian Lillard on Kyrie and Luka, known as one of the most genuine players in the NBA. His passion and composure under pressure on the court extend to his OFFC court demeanor when discussing the dynamic duos like Luka and Kyrie. Or Dame and Giannis. Lillard elaborated on the energy and vibes that players of their caliber bring when they play together or face off against each other.
Obviously, when we all see each other, we know what kind of night it's going to be. Ultimately, you want your team to come out on top. But I think we've all, especially myself, Kyrie, Giannis, Luka is a little bit younger than us, but we've done it for a long time now. So it's like, we understand that it's going to be different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not so much about the stats. It's who can come up big in the moments that count and win the game.
He continued praising both Luka and Kyrie's scoring abilities.
Those guys are great scorers, two of the best scorers in the history of the game. They see the ball go in a couple times. At that point, there's really nothing you can do about it.
Becoming your favorite players. LeBron James on Luka. Favorite player must be an amazing fae, while not everyone may know about it. Luka certainly does as a kid. Luka was a huge fan of LeBron James. Now 2 decades later, LeBron James is a huge fan of Luka Doncic.
Everything about his game, love everything about him. The way he plays the game reminds me of the way I play the game. We're just triple threats. We rebound, we pass, which is the number one thing on our mind, trying to keep our teammates engaged and keep our teammates feeling good on the floor, keeping our teammates in rhythm. And we'll put 40 on you too if you disrespect us.